Wow.
If I'm talking about, trial by fire. So, but I mean, we got good marks and stuff like that.
At the time, when what was going on with Van Halen at the time, obviously, was the whole Gary Cherone thing. Did he ever mention, or was there any backstage talk about like that whole thing? Because Van Halen was falling apart at that time.
You didn't bring up Van Halen if you knew what was good for you. I mean, unless, it's no mystery. There's no love lost between those two. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, it was always, there was always talk of it. And I was a retainer for the first year and a half. And then, we went off of it for a minute because they tried to put Van Halen back together at one point when I was with the band.
Right. It was like during around 2000, right?
Right.
So what do you know about that?
He did.
Right. So were they like in the studio playing songs, or what were they doing?
No, they were just, I don't really know. I wasn't there, but from what I gather, there's so much legal fucking bullshit that goes on with something, cost and all this other kind of stuff.
Right.
Ed got cancer.
Right.
But I don't know if that was the reason that it fell apart. I don't remember exactly why. It's just that, I just got, call, we're firing the fucking band back up. Let's go.
What did he tell you guys, that we have to put this on hold for a minute? I'm getting back with Van Halen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He gave us all big bonuses and fucking, said, make sure that we came back, and we all, at least me and Ray did the next time. And
how long was the hold?
I think it was 6 months.
6 months. Okay.
Or maybe, I don't remember exactly, but it was all kind of a blur at that point. I was just happy to be back on tour because that's all I wanted to do. I just wanted to go out and play.
Yeah.
And I wanted to do a record, and we had an original rock record, a classic. I was happy, but then Roth, he changed his direction, right in the middle of it. And
which record was this? What were you referring to?
Well, we were writing. I wrote like a whole classic rock record. Like a Van Halen type record with him.
Really?
Really?
Well, not with him. Okay, here's the thing about Dave. Dave doesn't sit in the room and write with anybody. You give him a tape,
right,
or whoever,
the
band, and then he writes to it. Or if he likes it, if he don't, he fucking tells you, next.
Right. That's his move. Yeah, he did the same in Van Halen.
Right. So that's how he did shit. Right.
Right.
Okay.
And I think I had 4 songs approved or something like that. The one was high speed shuffle, kind of like a Hot for Teachers thing, and there's some other stuff in there that was kind of heavy. It was rock and roll. It was right up the alley. We were going to get Ted Templeman had agreed to produce it.
Really?
Nice.
Yeah. But it just I think Ted got like prostate cancer, and that kind of fell apart. And then Dave, all of a sudden, I was psyched too, man. I wanted to play live all the fucking time. I'm like, fuck, a fucking rock record. I want to do a motherfucking rock record, man.
Right.
Because it was 2000, I guess, 2001, something like that. There were no rock records. There was
Britney Spears.
And there was Korn, Limp Bizkit, and all that. So he was giving me, he's like, the same as he did with Van Halen back in the day. He was giving me, ZZ Top CDs, like, write something like Just Got Paid.
Right.
Like, okay, I can do that. I'll make it heavier, because like, Hot for Teachers heard it on the X.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a ZZ Top song, basically. Yeah.
Little known fact: one of the first nights I met him, we shared a lot of old school. I'm a Grand Funk Railroad fan. It's one of the first bands I was into too. And that song "Foot Stomping Music."
Yeah. Okay.
My Grand Funk.
Yeah, sure.
I go, Dave. Yeah. Fucking so this is love. He goes, you got it, Walsh. So there was a lot of that. But you put it. But the thing was, I'm me and Edwards. So you put in the Edwards filter, and it came out fucking, a lot different because everything did.
Right.
With him. Not to say that, one thing I would never do, man, I would never put myself on the same level as Ed. I would never fucking compare myself to him.
Sure.
He's the fucking guy.
Right.
That was all cool, and then all of a sudden he was like changed and flipped the fucking bitch on me and wanted to do, he didn't want to be classic anymore. I'm like, it's a little fucking late for that, don't you think? It's like, you are classic. You're the godfather of hard rock. Ozzy's the godfather of metal. You're a godfather of hard rock. It's like...
What did he want to do?
Well, he started giving me fucking like Korn and Limp Bizkit CDs and shit. Like, write something like this. He wanted to be modern.
Wow.
He really didn't know. So we started remaking all these fucking crazy-ass, like, Lords of Acid songs. And,
wow.
We did this crazy video called Backyard Barbecue.
Yeah.
No Holds Barbecue.
Yeah.
He wanted to be current. He wanted, because he didn't really, I think, this is my personal opinion. I think that Dave is lost without Van Halen. I think Van Halen is lost without Dave.
Yeah, good
because
point. Yeah.
they've never had the level of success that they had with each other.
Right.
And there was always something about, I mean, I know this for a fact, because I mean, I talked to Dave. I mean, I could talk to Dave about the music and stuff like that. And I would, you know, try to get as much Van Halen fucking inside scoop shit as I could out of him.
Right.
But Dave, one thing about Roth that people probably don't know is that he has the most voracious, wide-ranging musical appetite of any individual I've ever met in my life.
Absolutely, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you talk like you know him.
Oh, no. Well, look, we don't do a podcast on Van Halen for no reason.
Right. I mean, he's eclectic, right?
Yeah, very, very.
He's what?
He's
Well,
eclectic.
yeah,
Eclectic. I mean, eclectic in his music, eclectic in his reading. I mean, he's
Everything.
as well read as he is about his music,
Yeah.
too, right?
Yeah, I mean, and all he does, I mean, well, he smokes fucking weed and listens to music all the time. I mean, that, and so he was, you know, that barbecue thing, he was bringing down. I was giving him guitar lessons at one point because he wanted to get better on guitar. He played, you know, an open E, and he played Ice Cream Man on the record. That's him.
Right.
And you know, he could play an open E and play the blues stuff like that, you know, in open tunings. But he was like, he wanted to learn jazz standards. I'm like, Dave, I don't know if you want to. I'm like, all right, let's start with some look. And so I'm like, all right. So he came down one day. He's like, I go, Dave, you have to practice an hour a day at least if you're going to fucking get any of this stuff down. Because, I mean, he's like, he plays some stuff, you know, like Jimmy Buffett songs and things of that nature, but you want to do stuff like Limehouse Blues by fucking Django Reinhardt. I mean, all these fucking, I'm like, okay, I'll go there. And so he comes down one day, he's like, whoa, my head fucking hurts. I can't even pet a poodle this morning. I go, fuck you, it's difficult. I said, so give me a raise.
You guys did a killer set list when you guys toured with some real old classic Van Halen songs. Was there ever talk of doing a live album?
Yeah, they did. They talked about that too. But I mean, I didn't ever really. I think we actually started going through some live tapes of shows we recorded. But I'm just like, I never saw the point of that. I mean, fans would totally reject something like that. They're not, you know. I mean, the fans rejected. I mean, I knew what I was in for. I mean, he had me play stuff. I didn't want to play Eruption. I didn't want to play Spanish Fly or any of that stuff he had me play. But
right.
You know, because they were too close to Ed, you know.
Right.
You know, and I'd get the guys who come over here, yeah, you know, fucking guys turning their back on me, fucking flipping me off and shit like that. I'm like, hey, I'm getting paid. I couldn't say anything in the press. It's like, I'm not, you know, so you can't win with something like that. I mean, it's like, because, you know, it's still alive, you know, you can't even win with your, you know.
Of course.
You know, Zach Wilde and Randy Rhoads, you know, I mean, and I get that. You know, and so I don't know where I was going with this. I think I was almost, you know, had you believing I knew what I was talking about there for a second.
Well, let me ask you this, Bart. But what was the craziest thing that happened on tour with Dave?
Oh, I can't tell that.
Well, can tell us? Give us.
Can you tell us the second craziest?
Yeah.
thing
What about
then?
the second? Something. Give us something to work with.
Gosh, I mean, this is the kind of stuff. Is like. I can tell you off the record, but I don't want to go on podcast.
Oh, but what about nothing illegal? But I mean, like something. Give us something that like a funny moment or something crazy backstage that happened with Dave, or you know, you don't have to get into anything that's going to get anybody in trouble. But I mean, like, you know, just something that would be interesting for the fans to enjoy, sort of just like an anecdote.
You know, it was always crazy shit going on. Spinal Tap is not a mockumentary; it's a documentary.
Right,
okay?
Of course.
And so, I mean, I've been shut out of fucking arenas. You know, hello Cleveland. You know, fucking door closes behind you. Fuck, man, where am I going? I got to play. Where's everybody? Oh shit! You know, I've had that happen. It's just about I'll tell you something. I can tell you that I did that happened out there. Okay, so it doesn't involve Dave. I don't want to say anything, you know, that incriminates Dave or anything.
No,
like that.
Of course not. Yeah.
We played House of Blues at Mandalay Bay. We did it a few times.
Right.
I always loved. I love that place because you know it was. You know, casinos are great. You know, you're right there in the club and they sound great and you go right to your room. Well, anyway, I was dating a gal from L.A. and flew out for the gig in Vegas, and she got all liquored up during the show. You know, we played the show, you know, I had some friends in town, shit like that. So we go back up to the room. I'm like, where the fuck is my date, my friend? She said, well, she was there. So she fucking rounds up a bunch of motherfuckers, you know. Oh, yeah, we're going to a party. You know, to my room.
Uh-huh.
Uh-oh.
So she so I can't be a dick, you know. I've got to be the fucking rock star host, right? You know.
Uh-huh.
And not that I'm a rock star. I don't consider myself that way. But you know what I mean.
Right, yeah.
And I was making money back then.
Right.
You know, because Dave did pay us well. I mean, you know, that's one thing he did.
Okay.
It was toward the end of the tour. I was like, fuck it. So here comes the fucking carts of fucking lobster and Cristal.
Wow.
And fucking, and more people. Hey, and cases of beer and Heineken. I mean, and so, I mean, it's getting, and it's a point in time where I don't remember what happened next.
Wow.
And so I woke up the next morning. It's like The Hangover. You've seen that movie. Like
sure.
I wake up the next morning, and there is fucking shit. I mean, it's fucking food all over the fucking walls and the ceiling and the fucking, and the beer cans and the Cristal bottles and the fucking, and they're almost up to my knee. I'm wading through the room. I'm like, oh my God, what is my room service bill going to be? I'm like, fuck, this is not good.
Wow.
I said, we must have had fun last night. And TV there? Yeah, okay, we didn't throw that out the window. Which I didn't get to do, man. I told Dave when I went on tour, I'm going to fucking throw it. He said, Walsh, you're not throwing TV out the window. I go, yes, I am. I go, you're going to pay for it. I'm like, okay, well, maybe not. I still ain't got to do that. God damn it, before I die, I want to fucking throw a television off the 12th floor story somewhere of a hotel.
Oh, God.
I'm looking at lobster trays, and I'm just counting. I'm almost like counting the fucking Cristal bottles. I was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. Oh my God! I started to tell it up in my head, and so I go down, to check out, right?
Right.
And I'm sheepishly go up to fucking, to the hotel gal, and I'm like, Walsh in the room. And I said, "You're who?" I'm like, Walsh in the room, 2 bedroom. oh, yeah, you had a good time last night, didn't you?
Oh,
I think so. She goes, your room service bill is $5,780.
Oh boy.
I go, well, there goes my new BMW this year.
Oh Jesus.
And I'm like, oh fuck. And I had it.
Right.
And I'm just like, but it's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
And she goes, it's a good thing you're a VIP at this hotel and you got all this comp. Slid it back, my folio back to me. I'm like, oh, fuck, thank you.
Wow. Holy crap. You got away with murder there, Bart.
I did, but, they do that for, people that bring in business, I guess.
Yeah. Bart, were you still dating that woman after that happened?
I don't remember.
Bart, let me ask you.
Dating's a liberal. It's just, that means that what does dating mean anyway?
Bart, what was the lady situation like with Dave backstage?
Well, there were some.
We assume that. Yes, we assume that. We wanted to know what was, obviously, this is when Dave was, I guess Dave was about 44 at this time. So was there still a steady stream of ladies looking for Dave?
I'm 55 and I still have a steady stream of ladies. I fucking resent that comment.
Well, I want to be you when I grow up.
That's right.
I got to pay him now, but fuck. Come on.
Hey, what was the biggest benefits of being in Dave's band, would you say? Fringe benefits.
Well, there was always chicks, man. He was still pulling 19-year-olds. I'm like, are you going to do this? I'm going to take this one. You say, we divvy them up sometimes. It's not, it wasn't 1985 or,
right.
Shit like that.
Right.
There was gals,
right.
It's rock and roll, man.
Right.
There's always women.
He used to, during the tour with you, he used to take a bottle of JD and almost like jerk it off on the front row. Did that ever cause any issues?
With?
The people in the front row.
You have to ask them.
Is that something you would...
I guess there weren't any issues.
I guess so.
What kind of issues what are they going to do? Sue him for getting them, drunk?
I have no idea. So now, you said you got close to Dave. Were you guys buds for a while?
Yeah, we hung. You're on tour like that. You bond. But he and we hung out. Always. See, Dave doesn't hang out with anybody though. You got to understand one thing about it. The guy's a loner. He's a complete loner, lone wolf.
Really?
And when he went home, he was at home. He didn't fuck with him, And if I ever wanted to find him, I didn't call him. I went to Crazy Girls down in La Brea, the strip club, and on a Friday night, and he'd be in the corner over there holding court, and I've had business to talk to him about. That's how I did it.
Wow. Okay.
Unless I called the manager, tour manager. Kieran lived on the property over there, so I could always. But I never. Dave doesn't. He's he's his own guy, man. He's an island, that man.
Really?